Well, hello everybody, welcome back to Somerset, where we are, well, we're carting hay, and we're doing it by any means possible, really, because we are using a new to me secondhand 3-point linkage loader. Is it the best and the most efficient? Absolutely not. But was it cheap? Absolutely. And this really, well, this allows us just to get it done, to be able to tow a trailer around. Still is a bit of a one-man job. It's nice and cheap and simple to use, and we're able to clear the fields like we are here. So for that reason, you know, we'll make it work. Maybe in years to come, when we start to make a little bit more money, we can look again something a bit more conventional perhaps, and that will allow us to kind of build up and onwards. But I didn't really want to put the loader onto the Ford, and it wouldn't really fit onto this machine on the Renault here. So this kind of works, and we'll make it work the best we can. You know, it allows us to get this field cleared. Like I say, we are selling these. This is the second field of 3. You stay on there, and yeah, we're doing all right. We're getting through it. It is actually quite responsive. It's just on the hydraulic spool valves here, and it's doing an all right job. I cannot complain this far. And I think we've got like 5 left, maybe. And yeah, we're getting them all cleared nice and easy there. So 1, 2, 3, only 4. Look at that, perfect stuff, nice and easy indeed. And then yeah, we'll get this all taken away. We're not that far away from the selling location for these, so we can get that get them taken away nice and quickly there, and then we can go back and carry on with our harvest. That's next. A great big adventure there. There's one more field knocked down on the deck that we're going to get into, that we'll need to it's actually been thrown around, so we're going to leave it for the day to dry out a little bit, and then we'll see what it's like for raking up tomorrow and getting the baler in there as well. We may actually have to buy a baler, because the baler that we currently have is leased through our one of our contracts, so we need to be a bit careful with that one. But with that being said, you know, we'll get these all picked up, like those ones are like that. Alright, and then we can just take this around the corner nice and easily. We're using the Renault because for 2 reasons really. One, a lot more weight on this tractor, so it can handle these with a little bit more ease and comfort. And also 2, the trailer, when it's got those full load on, is quite heavy. So Ford would be able to pull it, but it might start to get thrown around a little bit, which is not what I particularly want. So to avoid that, we'll just do everything in this mighty beast of a Renault. And then we should be good. There we go. And then we'll go 2 left, nice and easy, look at that. And then yeah, like I say, quickly load them up, stick them away onto, like I say, all being sold here. I don't think we'll be keeping any of these, based off how the sales are going so far. I think what might end up happening is we'll probably end up keeping a lot of the bales from the 3rd field, I think. Which, as long as we get some to keep, so we can, you know, either use for sheep at some stage or another, or sell for ourselves, that would be cool. We have nowhere to store them inside right now, so that might not be the best approach. I am hoping between maybe this episode and the next one to buy a shed of some description, so we can get that. That would be a nice little add-on to have there. And then I would say with a shed in place, then somewhere we can store hay, straw underneath it, and even a couple more machines would be ideal. Don't quite know what that looks like yet. Alright, and that's lots of them picked up. I have been carrying a couple on here whilst I've been using the trailer, but with no real need to do that today, so we'll just stick them on there anyway. Should make it a little bit easier. So I did catch a tree actually on one load, which immediately knocked one of the bales off here. But yeah, what we'll do before we stick this lot up is just go and put some more ratchet straps on, as we know, never have enough of them. But look at that! It's not the worst thing in the world. It works, and it was, like I say, cheap. It was about half the price, if not more, of a low loader, of a front loader, beg your pardon. So, you know, it really did make a bit of sense. And we can keep a hold of this one. There you go. They'll not move anywhere. I'm sure we can get like a bag lifter attachment on here as well, so we can lift fertilizer with it, or fill up the seed drill when that time comes. Yeah, nice and easy. We'll stick these ones on about here. A bit lopsided, but anyway, they'll do. lift it up on the hydraulics there. That's about the weight of the trailer. And we can just drive underneath and hook a trailer on as well. So it works out very well indeed. Once we have the trailer up there, we'll just lower this down ever so slightly so it's not interfering too much. We're sticking up too high. Works out pretty well, I find. And sure, yeah, I know everyone will be screaming in the comments saying, why do this? Why don't you just go for a straightforward front loader? Well, no, you're not wrong, but we'll get there. We will get there. Okay. That one on. And that one on. So as you can see in the contract menu here, this is the field that we've actually just cut and thrown around, but it's been completed somehow. So we'll just finish up baling that one. This one is 59 and that one's 20% the way through. So some of the bales from here are going to have to go into there and we'll just have to keep going until it's done. It is what it is. Selling wise, we are here at field 28 and we need to be just down here. So what we've got to do is go back up the road, around and down. And then we're in just this little farm into the sell point here as well. So it's I guess it's kind of on the way for us. So we'll make it on the way. Now is that looking all okay there? We might. There you go. That'll do. I think let's take care of that. Perfect. Alright, so get the beacon on. Oh, power. Absolute raw power. Where's my gate over here? There you go. So, like I say, we're gonna go up the hill, around the houses at the top there, and then back down the hill on the other side. Where we should be all good. Okay. I've gone and cut that gate corner far too quickly. Let's get in to take that one out a bit more first. I mean, it's not ideal for vision. Can't see an awful lot of what's happening there, but I guess we're out now. Oh, listen to her. I mean, that is full power, full speed. It is a 30k box. It wasn't built for speed, that's for sure. Not like that truck. Ooh, good heavens. But yeah, it is just good raw power at the very least. So we can still, when we are in the field, it has some use and some value to us. But for right now, not ideal. But just listen to the roar. Absolutely superb. And yeah, like I say, we are going to go and swing by and drop these ones off. Hopefully, fingers crossed, we might be able to finish, close another contract off there. But we will just wait and see what that looks like. We'll also check out some sales as well, see if there's anything worthwhile that we can pick up. Because we do need a baler. With the nice big pottinger that we have right now is at least when we finish these contracts and close them, because obviously we need the money, we are going to lose that baler. So we'll have to look to see if there's any options out there for us. Something that we can pick up. But, you know, we'll have a look see. Right now I'm going to just roll on down the hill to the store and then we'll have a look at what this is worth for us and see what we can do next. So we come through the village here. Lovely old village. There's some lovely old stone walls around this place as well. Lots of nice farms in different stages of use really. Some modern big setups there, some derelict buildings that don't really look like we've seen much of a farm in any time recently at all. So quite interesting to see. We'll go around the corner here and keep following this road, and then there's a very small little turn that we need to take that, in all honesty, I've missed once already. But we won't miss it this time. He says confidently, we will get there. Look at that for a steep driveway. Wow. Okie doke. And then what we'll do, just coming up down here, I do believe. Not missed it again. Nearly missed it. Nearly. Alright, cool. And because I nearly missed it, I cut it too short again and just ripped off someone's gate post. I think they might notice. right, but we're through now. And I think we're just going around the corner. It's not the first one, it's the second one. So we'll just scoot through here. Nice large store here as well. I quite like that. Plenty of room to whip it around. Alright, so they should all start disappearing. Apart from 2. 1, 2. Excellent. And then we'll just come on and have a quick look, see if that's finished anything off yet. It has. So field 130 is done. Now that is the one that we were leasing equipment on as well. They're all completed. Oh, that's interesting. I'll have to go and have a look to see what's happening at field 70 then. But field 28 we can complete. That's lovely. Get some cash money in for that one. Field 130. We know we can collect that one as well. It gets rid of all the leased equipment. And then field 70, that is the mythical field. So we'll just complete that anyway. All right. And so we're done. There's a couple of small harvesting jobs as well, but we have our own harvesting to do. We're going to get started with our own harvest now, which is great. But that's really bringing in a bit more money as well. Let's have a quick peek as we come on into our finances. And here you go. So we have a loan as well, incredibly 200,000. So we need to pay that one off there. But we're looking at 128 grand. So it's gone up quite a bit, which is excellent. Give us a bit more working capital there. I think, like I say, now that we've returned the baler and the rake, we need also the baler and the tedder, beg your pardon. We have a mower, so that's fine. We have a rake and we have a bale trailer, so we can do some jobs. But if I was to label any bits of equipment that are like the crucial next bits, because I have a basic fertilizer spinner as well, it would be a some kind of seed drill, and then maybe like a cultivator, or maybe a combination drill. So anyway, something that I can establish a crop with. And then it would also be a tedder and a baler. Now, I think I'll have to do a few more gigs before I can afford to get all of those, because that's quite a requirement. But anyway, needless to say, we'll have to have a think about that and see just what that looks like. Because there is an option out there for us, I'm absolutely adamant. We'll just have to do a bit of scouting around and see. We'll get back over to the yard and we'll check to see what's available on sales options for us as well. See if there's anything we can dig out for a little bit of a better cost. And then we'll get on with the rest of our harvest. All right, welcome back then. We're at the yard. We just need to get in. You'll see right ahead of us, we've already taken a start on the harvest. That's why we moved that gate post in. That makes that just a little bit easier. Took a headland off in a little bit, just to get us away. And it's, you know, it's given us a bit more room. And we filled the grain trailer up by about a third, so there's still plenty of space. Right now, you'll see the rake's still there because that's ours, but the baler has disappeared, sadly. We'll just stick this back over here somewhere for now, because we'll need to be in and out. We can find some homes for all of this equipment somewhere soon, without ripping off the corner of the shed. Handy. Turn off the beacon. Alright. So yeah, the combine did well. We just had a bit of a test really to see how we get on. And then yeah, we're all coming into here, so we should be good. Before we go any further, the used sales market is not promising for the things that we need. Like I say, maybe a drill of some sort and a baler or key first really. That's going to be the really important next steps. We do need to... We don't have many animals, we don't need to worry about that, but... right now, the best baling option sadly is not that new, and it's probably looking down the line of maybe this class here. I don't want to go square baler yet because then I need to get an auto stacker and other equipment to go with it, so it's not ideal. But yeah, they are all a bit too pricey. That takes away half my budget, whereas 20 grand, 25 grand is definitely achievable. And then when we come to think a bit more around cultivators or even drills, there are a few different options there for us as well. Rollers, that might be a good option. That could work, so we'll have to think about that one. And then we will see. But yeah, there are a few things we need to look into there. And then the drill, I mean, even that's expensive for what it is, but I did bring in a few different bits and pieces and a few options available to us. So, you know, we might look at Amazon, but we'll have a few different things that we can have a go at there as well. Ideally, I mean, the Accords would be a logical option because it's so darn cheap. But we will see how we get on. That's a conversation though for a different day, I would suggest, because right now it's time to get the harvest going. So, not the biggest field in the world, but the biggest one that we have. There's a small field of oats over the way there as well. Weirdly, I'm gonna have a look at this. Let's see if it's actually still here or not. This is field 70 over the hedge here. Not that one, sorry, that's my field. This one over the hedge. And it did clear the grass away, so that's odd that it did that. But anyway, it's all done. And this is looking like a decent crop so far. Nothing incredible, but, you know, good enough for us. So we'll get a start with it. We will fire up the old beast and get this going. It's not a quick combine by any stretch. But it does sound a bit good. It does sound a bit good. And call me old-fashioned, but old-fashioned combine, I'm going to stick the auger out from the get-go. What I might do is take off another couple of passes on this side and then come back down along here. I think 4 headlands will be sufficient with this machine. Okay. And we are very much away. It's going to slow down a little bit here once it gets into it all. Perfect stuff. And so yeah, we are harvested, folks. This is our own stuff. We are underway here. I typically find it's a very cheap way to harvest. Like I say, about a third of a trailer already completed. This will probably fill up a trailer in a bit, given how that's going. And then you can see the field of oats through there. And not only it doesn't have a gateway through from here to there yet, it will do. Given time, we will get there. But right now, it does not. So I'll have to see what that looks like. It's a very simple machine to operate here, really. There's not too many machine or levers out there that you need to be aware of. But yeah, otherwise it's, you know, very straightforward. So for that, you know, I'm kind of happy, really. It's not much that can go wrong. So we will just keep an eye on it, keep it ticking through here, and then we'll be good to go. It's a bit dusty sitting on the seat here, but you know, it is what it is. We'll make it work. And then hopefully we'll see what this can do about any of those harvest contract jobs that are out there. If they're not too big, we might take 1 or 2, of course, just to get us back into the swing of things and get a little bit more revenue in, because harvest season is the best season for us to try and really capitalize on any revenue making opportunities. So we'll have to see what that looks like. Yeah, really, it's going okay. Now we will just go around this way, and I think we'll be good to loop all the way around. I can't see any grain in my my grain monitors there, so we should be good. And now that we've got 2 headlands off here, we've got a little bit more space to work in with as well, so we should be absolutely fine just to thaw our way through here. And then yeah, we'll crack on. Like I say, hoping in a larger scale picture, obviously contracts are going to be a big significant part of our income, so we really need to capitalize on those, but then they're going to start to slow down over the winter months. So we need to start thinking about, with some of the money that we have left, how do we make some more money? You know, what can we diversify into? Could be solar panels. That's a significant investment, but you know, a continual income. Greenhouses maybe would be another option. Maybe some livestock. Thing with livestock that they do come with additional costs, machines that you need. Maybe new pens or something like this. But that could still be an option. And then, of course, there's a lot more grass requirements for hay, silage, if it's going to be cattle, sheep, or pigs. So there's a lot to think about there. So I need to really look into that one. We will try to do something with some of the space that we have over there. I've mentioned already, primarily, though, we need to think about storage space. What does that look like for a shed? To get some stuff under cover there as well, especially if we start to acquire more equipment. But we will see. Hoping to get a decent price. We've got to sell this grain straight off. We don't have anywhere to stick it. No sheds to put her in or anything like that. So we will be just carting it straight off to the stores. So we'll have to see on where we can find the best price for this. and then we'll be good to go. Straw we don't need at the moment either, so we'll bale that one up and we'll sell it as well. And I think, like I said earlier, we're going to have to pull the trigger on that baler sooner rather than later to get us into that position to do so. But otherwise, we'll keep going. Alright, and so with that really, I think we're probably in a great position where we'll continue with the combine and we'll come back and catch up with you at a later date. So until then, thanks very much for watching. I hope you have enjoyed. I've been Simulation for the Nation and we'll see you all in the next one.